Hey guys, what's going on? Blockhead here again, and we're headed down in to the mine, and I'm about to say something I haven't said in a while. Welcome to Dissecting Minecraft. haven't done one of these in a long time, but went through and kind of decided what kind of series we were going to do, and I needed a tutorial series. I don't think I've recorded a Dissecting Minecraft. The last one was on potions, but you can probably guess what we've got planned for today. We'll get to that in a second. But start grabbing some materials, bringing them down here. What we're going to be doing, or we're actually on the NSG server. I really wanted to do a tutorial on this and talk about how we're going to get all this set up. Obviously, I've got a zombie spawner down there, cave spider here, and cave spider there. What we're doing, oh, come on. Apparently I can't walk. And we're on here with Delta, Quinny, and Blazer. So, got a decent amount of people on right now. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building a triple spawner, of course. And this is one that's going to be really cool. Because we've got, oh my gosh. We've got two different types of spawners. We got two spiders, and then we got a zombie, which those mobs both have different heights, different widths. They're different sizes. So what really the challenge that we're going to try and figure out is okay, how can we get the zombies in here and the spiders in here to where neither of them can get out and we can hit them both with one potion. That's really the goal of the thing. I think I got a pretty good plan of how we're going to figure that out, and I'll do different clips of what we're going to be doing, but let's see if we can get this thing going. Okay. I'll kind of review through the dimensions just a little bit as I go through this thing, but I'll go ahead and link a video. I've got a video that actually explains in detail the dimensions of these spawners and how each one works, but basically what we're going to be trying to do is this block here is where we want to be standing whenever things are spawning. That'll get everything spawning. You can see I've got a yellow circle, a red circle, and then a white circle to show the white's this zombie one, the red is that spider, and the yellow is that spider. And basically where they all kind of intersect and come together is right in this spot. That's going to be the best spot for us to be standing whenever things are spawning. So that's our first dimension, is the 16 block radius. I'm going to figure this out real quick. Let's see, higher negative and down. So okay, and basically all I'm doing is I'm figuring out where the lowest block is, so I can get this pad figured out. Because of course these are going to spawn in 8x8x3 area. Is pretty much what this is going to do. So you got to figure out which side is your lowest. I reviewed through that in my video, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to create a bunch of cobblestone boxes, so that we can have our spawning areas for each of these mobs, or each of these spawner blocks. We'll have a place they can spawn, and I'm going to do that for each one of these. Those are all pretty much built the same. It's going to be an 8x8x4 tall, I believe, which will leave me a 8x8x3 gap, basically. We'll get that thing going. We're building one here. We got a bunch of cobblestone over in the chest here, and we'll build all those and get those going, and then once we get that done, I'll come back and we'll review through how we're gonna place our water and a few other dimensions that we want to take care of in order to make this thing as effective as possible. So I will be right back here in just a bit. Okay, guys, we're back for a quick sec. Right now, actually, let me get a drink of water. Shoot. Oh, sorry about that. I'll explain what we got. I'm trying to work out a design out there, but kind of just throwing this together. Here's the thing about cave spiders. I hate building cave spider spawners. Why? Because they climb the freaking walls, and then you can never get rid of them. You'll end up with one cave spider in a spawning area, and it'll stop your whole thing from working. So what we've done here is I've laid out these blocks, and I'll probably do some sort of a real in-depth tutorial video on each type of spawner and how to build it. What this does, as you can see, I'm in this and it's pushed me directly towards the center. So hypothetically, these spiders are one wide, only one block wide, so they'll run right down the center of this. They won't be able to touch any of the walls. It will be golden. So that's kind of the goal I'm trying to accomplish, and actually trying to accomplish the exact same thing over on here, but this may work. Okay guys, I'm back. We may have to make a few improvements to this. It's working. Let's see if they can hit me here. No, they cannot hit me. So that's good. We'll definitely need to figure... Look at them fly. That's hilarious. Glitchy spiders. We're going to have to figure something out, because if you see... I don't want to break that. You can see through there. See how they're coming out now? What's going on is where I'm close enough for them to kind of trail on me. We'll have to figure something out. I may be able to move a little further back, see if it... The problem is they're trailing on me before they pass a certain point. May have to work that out. I'm not sure. What's going on is they're trailing on me, and right up in here, you can't see it, but right up in here they're getting stuck on that wall. If I stand here, we don't have any issues, because they're going to come straight for this. So we may have to redesign a little bit. What I'll probably do is pull this wall out, keep the same water flow pattern, pull that wall out and have them come straight into this instead. Will probably be my best option. But we're getting decent spawns, so that's good. Looks like not all of them are making it into this little corner either. Or yeah, they are. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do a little bit. Hang on one second. I'm recording. Call you in a bit. So we'll get this going. I'm actually thinking while I'm talking here, but well, we see our problems, so we'll get back to this here in a little bit. And gosh, those guys are annoying. Yeah, I'll come back here in a little bit once we get something figured out that's somewhat reasonable. And it's getting pretty late here tonight, so I may finish up this recording tomorrow. Still got to get the zombie spawner, but I'll make sure I get everything on video. And I'm going to go talk to Skater here for a little bit, and I'll be back. See you guys soon. Hey guys, Blockhead here. And we're back. Look at these spawners again. Man, I've spent so much time with this bastard. But the good news is we got it all worked out. This new design's working really well. The old design that I started out this video with, throw it out. Just throw it out. It's shit. It did not work at all. Few real simple changes, but I had to remove absolutely everything to make it work. Before, I had all these spawners laid out, or all the water laid out to where it all flowed to the center to try and condense all these spiders to the center, but I had a lot of problems, and I'll show you that here in just a second. I've got a little thing set up to show you kind of what the problem was. This spawner here probably won't go into great detail, but let's show you the basics. Of course, I've got my boxes, and where is it? Let's change pics here. In this box, and I'm going to make these are going to be really cool. I'm going to make it so I can turn them all on and off from a central location too, which will be really great. But what we have here, just your simple box, 8x8, with all your water flowing one direction. Ooh, this is something I do want to show you. Okay, if I drop down in here, you'll see all the spiders. They can drop this, where I used to have it is up, somewhere in this level to where they wouldn't drop so far. But it's fine for them dropping. But what I realized is I needed to get, the starting point for where the spiders were coming in at a lower level. But this is a real simple design. You got to remember, the thing about cave spiders is they're only one block high. So there's a lot of different things you got to do. What I did here, you can see I can't float up in there, but let's break this. What will happen is they come up and they get trapped right under this block here. So what that does is when they come up, shoot, I hate swimming in water. You see that step right there? What happens is my 8 blocks ends right here. So that's where it ends, and it will push them up those steps. And when they get pushed up those steps, they end up right in this source block right here, which all that water is flowing this direction. So again, they're trapped and they can't climb this wall because they're coming up under this block, under the edge of this block. So that's why that works. And then of course they just get pushed into the center here. Let's get me my silk touch. We'll do the same thing here. And you can see what happens here is the exact same thing. It's the exact same design. The only difference is, I've stopped it short of 8 blocks. So we just continue this ongoing, and let's get this. Let's knock this out again. Yeah, this is there's gonna be a lot of just swimming against water in this video. Sorry about that. But I really want to explain this thing to you guys. I'm pretty proud of it. It worked out really well. It was a little tough making sure to join both the spawners together. But what we're doing is, you can see we want wherever the spiders end up and wherever they slow down or collect and run that direction towards our collection point, we want that to be at least 5 blocks from this spawner. So as you can see, it's 1, or actually not 5, sorry, 8 blocks. So as you can see, it's, let's see, if we get right under the spawner right here, so we say 1, 2, 3, 4. This right here in the wall is 5, 6, 7, 8. So your 8th block from the spawner is right here. So when these spiders flow up into this channel, they're outside of the 8 blocks. Oh, hi Delta. I'm trapped. Help. You can see any of these spiders in here will not affect the spawning rates of those within it, of the spiders in there, because the way it works, anything within that box, which is basically anything 8 blocks on a horizontal plane outside of this, is in trouble. Is something that's going to stop your spawning, your spiders from spawning, because all it does is it looks through, or the game, the way it works is, which I've explained this in other videos, it checks if there's any entities within the same type within 8 blocks of this. It's actually a 17 by 17 by, let me see, I got it written down, 17 by 17 by 9 if you look at the wiki, so that it's outside of, sorry, I'm reading chat at the same time, I'm getting distracted. So it needs to be outside that 17 by 17 by 9 space, so pretty much 8 blocks on your x-axis and z-axis and from the spawner, and then below it is and below it and above it is 4 blocks, because it's 9. So as long as we're out, so we're outside of that 8 blocks, so we're good to go there. So I'm going to get maximum spawning rates from that one and that one. Those are 2 things I was trying to achieve. And all I've done here is the exact same things I've done in there. Stairs to push them up, and they can come up under these, they're going to come catch up under the lip of this block. And since it's only 1 block tall, that makes it so that they can't climb the walls and get out of the water. That's the most important thing. In here we're 2 blocks tall, but that doesn't make a difference because these spiders are essentially going to want to travel to where we are. so they're going to want to travel this direction anyway, so it doesn't matter. And you're going to walk up over this, they're going to come up over this, and of course push right down here. And we'll bust, oh man, didn't switch to my pick. Oh well, got plenty of glass, we're good. Okay, get out. Okay. Now what you can see in here, this is only one block tall. So what you're going to see is your mobs will come in here, spiders will come on out, and what I've done here, I've done a little design. You know, you've got just basically one block outside of here. I could have placed just 2 blocks, one here and one here, but then your flow is going to come straight down, and you're going to hit these blocks. I'm wanting to collect everything in a 1x1 space. So what I did here is brought the blocks, just made a little space out here. This is only 1 tall, which will get all my water pushed into the center, and I end up with all of them directly in here. You'll see when they come down here. And again, this is only 1 block tall because we don't want the spiders able to get out of the water at all. Right here, all your items can drop down. This I'll probably change. Here, I'll get some fences. Let's do it. I'll either do it this way or do it with a door. I'll test it a little bit to see exactly what I want to do. Just want to do that so that, you know, the spiders can't get out. Normally they won't, because mobs will always be pushing the spacebar in theory. They'll always float on top of the water, but, you know, better safe than sorry. It is a SMP server, and you can't get random crazy shit to happen. So, here we are with everything pretty much complete with these spiders. The next thing I need to do, which is going to be so much easier, I've actually been working on this a lot through tearing it all down. This is actually the next day for me. We got to work on this zombie spawner. One thing I totally didn't think about when we first started this video was that zombie spawner. Well, the problem with zombies is what kills zombies? Healing potions. What kills spiders? Damage potions. Shit. I didn't even think about that. So what we're going to end up doing, I was really hoping to set these up to where the spiders would be right here. The zombies would fall down right on top of this post, and all I'd have to do is throw a potion at the post. But that is not going to work. So what we'll do is we're going to end up... Oh, I missed my jump. We're going to end up taking this and just dropping these on the opposite side. We'll have to keep 2 chests of potions in here. So we can throw, you know, damage potions at the spiders and healing potions at the zombies. So no big deal, just a few little changes, but it would have been nice to be able to kill them all at once. But we will still be able to, like I said before, I've got this spot figured out as a place where everything will spawn. Let's just turn it on real quick. I'll show you guys how it works, at least from this one side. Get these going. Oh, there's a couple. Let's run down here. This is where we'll be standing. And as you can see, the spiders come right to here. They're trapped in there. They can't get out. Should be good. I may have to work on this a little bit. Yeah, I probably will. We'll see how they end up bunching up whenever we get this done. It looks like they may not be able to clip into each other. Well, no, it looks like they may be able to. We'll see how it all works out, but if they can't clip into each other, then that's going to be a problem. And we may have to rework this very end here, figure out how we can drop them into each other or have them climb up into each other. One way or the other, shouldn't be a problem. We'll get it fixed. Really, I don't think it's going to take much to make either of those things happen. We'll find out if it works this way or not. So, with all that being said, I'm probably going to stop the recording for a bit, and we're going to work on the zombie spawner, get it going, and I'll be back to explain it to you guys here in a little bit. See you soon. Hey guys, I'm back. I forgot to explain something. I know I was sitting there saying I was going to explain it, but I didn't. One thing to know about these spider spawners, and I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I do plan on going ahead. I'm probably going to end up doing some sort of tutorial on this. Well, I may have explained it well enough. You guys can let me know if you want a tutorial. Go ahead and post in the comments saying you want a more specific tutorial, and we'll go through and build it in creative. But I'm thinking we may end up just doing this as a regular NSG Let's Play video, and I think we're gonna have enough information in here that you guys can probably just about build this on your own. But what I've got here, I set up a little thing to kind of show how everything works. What I've got, see, the spiders would, here's showing what the problem was with the spiders and why I had to change my design. Long story short, it's real easy to make the spiders step up than it is to make them drop down. Here's what was happening in this design. It all looks well and good, like it would work, but the problem that I was running into, your spiders would crawl right into here, and then there was nothing to force the spiders to go down. And even if I move this out one more space, the spiders would just climb the wall and just sit right here, either in this nook, or if, say, I brought it on out to here and destroyed this block here, the spiders would float on out and hang right on this nook here. So, because they can climb walls, so they wouldn't fall down properly. With a zombie or a skeleton or anything that can't climb a wall, it's real simple. But that's the problem, the main problem I was running into, and why I had to change things. See, because like I was explaining before, your zombies flow into here, step up, come into here, step up. They're never falling down, so there's nothing they can grab onto. It just lifts them up, they catch on, they hit the bottom of this, then come in here, flow down. They're in a one high space here, and then flow right into here, where they'll climb up. Which I changed this design a little bit. I don't know why the bottom's open. It's supposed to be closed. But what'll happen here is they come into here and they actually climb up and sit right here, and you can sit here with a sword and just whack them. That's why I've got this fence post here. But went ahead and threw this in as well to show everybody where to stand to get everything to spawn over there. Been working on the zombie spawner. I'll come back and show you guys a little bit of what that. Hey guys, here we are down at the spawner. It is looking like we're not gonna finish this whole thing in one episode. So what we're gonna do, I'll be putting out another Disecting Minecraft video, probably, I don't know, in a few days, about half a week or so. What I'll do, I'll go ahead and put one out. I'll make sure I get it out fairly quickly. And once we get that done, I'll probably, in that video, I'll be going over, how to do the zombie spawner, and then I think we'll even have enough time in that video. What we'll do is go ahead and finish this thing up, get the whole thing totally complete, pretty it up, put the switches in, go over how we're going to put our redstone in order to light all these things up and everything like that. So that is probably what we're going to do. And then once we get all that jazz done, should be good. We'll have 2 full videos. If I was going to take all of the stuff, I started looking at what I'd recorded up to this point, and yeah, I probably would have had 2 great big videos, or not 2 big, I probably had a 40 or 50 minute video, and trying to keep these things around 20-25 minutes. So, excuse me. So what we're going to do, we'll wrap this thing up and just keep an eye out for the next video that is going to show everything else that we're going to do with this spawner. And it's going to be real cool. It's going to be great. Definitely tune in. As always, guys, see you soon.